They expected you to keep explaining yourself. Now your silence is their answer. They expected you to keep explaining yourself forever. That was what they were used to. Every time they misunderstood you, twisted your words, ignored your feelings, or made you look like the problem, they expected you to come back with another long explanation, another message, another reason, another attempt to prove that your heart was in the right place. For a while, you actually did that. You explained what hurt you. You explained what changed. You explained what their behavior made you feel tired, why their behavior made you feel tired, confused, and emotionally unsafe. You kept trying to make things clear because you believed that if they truly understood you, if they truly understood you, maybe they would finally like they would finally take responsibility. But slowly you realize something painful. They were not confused. They were not comfortable. They were comfortable with a version of the story that protected them from that protected them from accountability. They wanted to believe you were too emotional. They wanted to believe you were overreacting. They wanted to make your response look bigger than the disrespect they caused it. Than the disrespect that caused it. And as long as you kept explaining yourself, they kept avoiding the truth. That is why you stopped. Not because you had nothing left to say, but because you finally understood that some people are not looking for clarity. They are looking for control. They want you to keep defending yourself so they can keep deciding whether your pain is valid enough or respect or is valid enough to respect. You got tired of that. You got tired of explaining your heart to people who already knew they hurt you. You got tired of repeating the same truth to someone who kept pretending not to hear it. You got tired of being made to feel like your feelings needed a courtroom before they could be believed. So you became quiet, not weak quiet, peaceful quiet. The kind of quiet that comes with you with you finally stopping finally stopping to beg, to understand and to be understood, finally stopping to beg and to be understood by people committed to misunderstanding you. Now your silence is their answer. It tells them you are done arguing with false stories. It tells them you are done defending intentions they already know were pure. It tells them you no longer need them to agree with the truth for you to walk away from confusion. And that is what bothers them, because they expected your explanation, not your distance. They expected emotional paragraphs, not peace. They expected you to keep trying to prove yourself, not disappear from the argument completely. Now they are left with their own thoughts. They are left with the story they created. They are left with the parts they left out. They are left with the truth they tried to twist until it sounded easier for them to carry. But privately, they knew. They know you tried. They know you cared. They know you gave more explanation than they deserve. They know you were not asking for too much. You were asking for honesty, respect, an emotional responsibility. Now they cannot hide from that. Your silence is forcing them to sit with the reality of how many times they ignored you when you were still willing to talk. It is forcing them to remember every moment you explained your pain, and they made it seem like you were the problem. And now there is no more explanation coming. No more emotional defense. No more begging to be seen clearly. You have stepped out of the confusion, and your peace is speaking louder than your words ever did. They thought your explanations meant they still had power over you. They thought if they kept if they kept questioning your feelings, you would keep trying harder to prove them real. But your silence changed everything. Now the answer is simple. You are no longer available for conversations that only drains you. You are no longer proving your heart to people who benefited from doubting it. They expected you to keep explaining yourself, but your silence became the response they were never prepared for. And now every quiet moment reminds them that you did not lose the argument. Thank you for watching. If this is your first time coming across this channel, kindly like, comment, share, subscribe, and please do well to hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.